Hey everyone, I wanted to show you how I do late assignments in OHM using the exception option, and I really don't use the late passes at all because they work kind of strangely. So here's just an example from my Summer 2 course. I usually set my exceptions all the way to the end of the semester so that students have until the end of the semester to actually submit late work. But you could do it however you like. So if I go under week 1, and I go to my first review assignment here and I go to settings, you can see that down at the bottom here, well, first of all, you can see that the due date was July 9th. And I say that the start date's always open, and I say keep open in review mode always after the due date. So then if we continue scrolling down, like I said, I don't do anything with the late passes, but under the advanced options, I go over here to where it says penalty for questions done in late pass, or I'm sorry, while in exception/late pass. So I'm focusing on the exception part here, and it's a 20% deduction. You can obviously change that to whatever you like. So if I go back to my course, let me show you how I set the exception then. So let's pretend 7/9 has come and gone. The midnight due date is over. So the next morning when I wake up, the first thing I do is I go into roster and I select all. So I just hit this button right here to select all of them. And I click this here called Make Exception. So for the summer course, you can see that all my assignments here are due 8/16 at the end of summer 1, actually a couple of days past the end of the course. So if I scroll down, keep going, obviously you see every student has exceptions that they can work on. If I go down here and I select R1, R2, R3, I think R4, which is due during week 1 during the regular semester, I can then change the date up here, and I'll make it due now. Since this is summer 1, I'm just going to make it due 9/2, but if it was during the semester, I would make this December. And I would probably change just to 11:59 p.m. And down here, I would do record changes. And you should see 11:59 p.m. is the new due date for this assignment. And it does not change the due date that I had already in the program, so that it doesn't change it for 7/9 if I want to copy this over for next year or do a I don't know what it's called, mass change for the dates or whatever. So this is just something now that students can access until 9/2 in this case and work on the assignment, but they will receive a 20% penalty for every question they do in the exception mode. So I hope that helps explain a little bit how exception mode works. I don't think I would see that though if I go back here. Because I'm in an instructor view. It still says assessments in review mode, but the students would actually be able to click on it and work on the assignment until the end of the semester. Alright, so I hope that helps, because this is not the most obvious way of doing late assignments on OHM.